Hello students, now we still want to continue on the lesson on Pythagoras rule. Pythagoras rule. Find the value of the missing sides of the triangle. Find the value of the missing sides of the triangle. Now we are having this triangle. So we are told to look for this side A, this side B, and this place X. Now look at this. We are given this place which is 5 centimeter, and we are given this place to be 15 centimeter. You realize that in this right angle triangle you can find two major right angle triangle. If I decide to split this right angle triangle into two major right angle triangle, I'm having the big one here, this big right angle triangle. So this side is 15, this is B, and this place is what? X. Then the small right angle triangle, this one. So this small right angle triangle, we have this side to be 13, we have this place to be 5, and this is B. So now look at this. From what we are having here, you realize that in this small right angle triangle we are given two of the sides. We don't know this, so we can easily look for this one. But in this right angle triangle we are given only one of the side. We don't know this side and this side. So it means that and in mathematics you can only look for one unknown at a time. So the first one we have to consider is this right angle triangle. So now if we are considering this right angle triangle, from this right angle triangle you realize that this is 90 degree. The side facing 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. This 13 will be the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse square should not be equal to the squares of the addition of the square of the other two sides. So this 13 square will be equal to b square plus 5 square. So 13 square is what? 169 is equal to b square plus 5 square is what? 25. If we bring this 25 to this other side, we are having what? Minus 25. 169 minus 25 is equal to b square. 169 minus 25 will be equal to what? 144. So 144 is equal to b square. So this is same thing as saying b square equals 144. So to look for b, you now bring this square to find the root of this other side. So when you find the square root of this other side, so that means the square root of 144 is what? 12 centimeter. So that means the value for our b here is 12 centimeter. So if you now introduce into this particular triangle, so our b is 12 centimeter. So you can now calculate. Since you are given this, we've been able to calculate b, then you will be able to look for the value for x. So using Pythagoras rule, so for this big triangle also, the hypotenuse will be the side facing this right angle. The hypotenuse will be facing this, so this side will be the hypotenuse. So 15 will be hypotenuse. So that means you'll be having what? 15 square is equal to the square of the other two sides. So this side, this b is what? 12 square plus x square. So we have 12 square plus x square. So 15 square is what? 15 times 15 will give us 225 is equal to 12 times 12 is 144 plus x square. You now bring this plus 144 to this other side. You now have a minus 144. So 225 minus 144 is equal to x square. 225 minus 144 give us 81. 81 is equal to x square. X square is equal to 81. So now to now look for the value for x, this square you now use it to come and find the square root of this other side. Use this square to find the square root of this other side. The square root of 81 will give us what? 9 centimeter. 9 centimeter. So from this diagram you realize that the value for x here is what? 9 centimeter. From here to this place is 9. And you know that we are told to look for a. We are given a part of this place. A plus 5 centimeter should be equal to what? X, which is what? 9. So that means our x our x should be equal to what? a a a plus 5 centimeter. So a plus 5. So that means, and we've calculated our x to be 9. 9 is equal to a plus 5. So bring this plus 5 to this side, we now turn to minus 5. A minus 5 is equal to 9. So 9 minus 5 is what? 4 centimeter. So that means our a is equal to 4 centimeter. Now let's consider this particular triangle. You can see that in this triangle we having two right angle triangle. This is the first right angle triangle and this is the second right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, so we having this to be 15, this is 9 centimeter and this is a. In the second right angle triangle, we have this side to be 12 centimeter, this is b and this is a. Let's try to split it and triangles. So this triangle is this one and this triangle is this. So you realize that in this right angle triangle we are given two sides, we need to calculate a, but in this second right angle triangle we only given one side, we need to calculate a and b. So the first thing we can easily know for is this one, because you can only look for one unknown at a time. So because of that, we first of all calculate the value for a. So what will be the value for a? So that means in this right angle triangle, the hypotenuse will be the line facing this right angle. So a is the hypotenuse here. Square of the hypotenuse should be equal to the squares of this other side. 15 square plus 9 square. So a square will be equal, 15 square is what? 15 times 15 is 225 plus 9 square is 81. 225 plus 81 will give us 306. So to look for a, you now use this square to find the root of this 306. So to look for a, find the square root of 306. So a will now give you 17.4928557 centimeter to one decimal place. So after this one, you have 9 is more than 5. Before you cut it off, you add 1 to this, making it 17.5 centimeter. So the value for our a is 17.5 centimeter. So it will be easier for us to be able to look for the second one. Now for the second triangle, you realize that in the second triangle you are having this to be the triangle. The hypotenuse is the line facing the right angle. You realize that this is the right angle, so the line facing it is this a, that is hypotenuse. That means a square should be equal to the squares of this other two sides, that is 12 square plus b square. And we've calculated a. So when we were calculating a, you realize that we said our a is what? 17.5. But whenever you still want to continue with your calculation, it's not right for you to be using approximated value. It's better to use this value, or better still, let's use root 306. Since this one is a direct figure, let's use square root of 306 to be the value for a. So I'm going to substitute root 306 here, square. So our a is for 300 root 306, then square it is equal to 12 square is for 144 plus b square. So this square here, we can easily cancel the roots, so that you now have 306 left. So the square of root 306 with 306, so the square is cancelling the root, making it 306 left. Then is equal to 144 plus b square. So when plus 144 crosses the equality sign, it will now turn to minus 144. So 306 minus 144 is equal to b square. So 306 minus 144 is what? 162 is equal to b square. So we can see write this one as b square is equal to 162. To get b, this square, you now use it to find the square, bring the square to this other side to now find the square root. So the square root of 162 is what? 12.72792206. So if we find the square root of this to be 12.72792206, so to this to one decimal place will give us 12.7 centimeter. So for the work practice, find the values of the label sites. So for the question 1, so this is the diagram. So this is the diagram. This is x. This side is 3 centimeter, 7, 4 centimeter y. So it will for x and y. For number 2, this is the diagram. So this side is 6 centimeter, 4 centimeter. This is x. This is y, and this is 8 centimeter. For number 3, so you're having this to be the diagram. This is 15 centimeter, 9 centimeter. This side is y. This is x, and this is 5 centimeter. For number 4, so this number 4, so you are having this to be x. So this is 5.5 centimeter. Y, from here to this place is 5 centimeter. This place is 2 centimeter. For number 5, so you're having this. So this is the whole of this line is 8 centimeter. This side is x. This is 3. This is 6, and this place is 4. Y. So please ensure you like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Thank you.